Hey guys, what's up? RC Hobby Steve here. So, I am deciding to do a full on build. I wouldn't call it series. Just gonna do a couple videos of this build. Now, as many of you may know, I started a full on scale build I have posted some pictures on my Instagram channel. Now, as you can see on my workbench here, um, the truck is completely taken apart. So what's laying here in front of me is my SEX 10.2. Now I did do some changes to this last night. Did post the pictures on my Instagram page. I did some swapping from another truck. Another 10.2 I had some upgrades on that truck since I'm not really using it at all that much, and I put it on this truck since this is going to be my daily rig. There's going to be my go-to uh, for trailing and whatnot, and I do still have my Axial Wraith sitting down there, but this is the rig that I am going to be using most of the time. So let's fix that exposure. I had decided to take it apart because, as you see, I have a crap load of freaking wires everywhere in the truck, and I did not like the way it was laid out. I was running a brushed ESC, and I decided to remove my Holmes Hobbies ESC. This is the BLE Pro ESC from Holmes Hobbies, and this is the waterproof version. Never had problems with the ESC. This ESC is very, very good. Oops, sorry about that. And I also removed my Rock 412. I believe this came out of this came out of my Wraith, and I added the Rock 412 from my other 10.2 into my Wraith. And I do have my Mamba X ESC here. I just need to get the sensor harness for me to run it properly. I had called Castle because my Wraith just stutters with it, and they told me that it's not a good thing to use the sensor cable plugged in directly to the ESC, because that's the whole reason of the adapter that comes plugged into that ESC. So that's in the works of me ordering it. I also have my shocks removed. As you see, there's no shocks placed in the truck. I had placed some different springs from a different pair of SEX 10 shocks that I did have on the bottom, because my truck did weigh a little bit with the back trunk I made and the custom interior that I built. Now, as you see, in order to fit that interior, I had to do some chopping of some stuff on the chassis. But with all that done, it fit. So yeah, I'll be removing these springs and putting back the stock blue springs that were originally on it, and then just test it out with certain oils just to see how it comes out. I did like the way it transitioned over rocks and stuff like that with this bottom spring, so I'll keep it along the side of me, and I might be using some lighter oil, if anything, with the heavier spring if that comes to the case. I do want to get a lower ride with some dampening. That's exactly why I want to move to the blue springs. I'm also going to be doing a mod to these sometime along this series. I have these Wraith shafts from the shocks, the Wraith shocks. It's a tad bit longer than stock. I would say. I would have to see. It also gives it a nice look with that gold. I just need to make sure they're all straight, none of them are bent, clean them really well, and get them fitted to here. I had to go pick up some heat shrink, some zip ties because I ran out of that, and some butt connectors just in case I need to do some soldering. This is the route I'm gonna go instead of soldering, because my soldering jobs are really bad. What else? New servo is gonna be going in, since the Holmes Hobbies ESC has a built-in BEC, and I don't have a external one at the moment. I'll be using this digital servo. This servo is pretty good. It's also waterproof. So I'll be removing the tactical servo here. A little bit more about the truck. I did get this from Trevor. Also the winch with a, where is it? Right here. PowerShift RC winch controller. Right here, which I work off of a little remote, and I power it through my 2S LiPo. I power both winches through my 2S. I have to figure out the wiring for that. I also have this multi-switch light connector. You can also use it for other stuff, but it controls up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 devices, and it works off your 2-positional switch on your remote. So I know Josh from ESP was trying to figure out something with his truck, so hopefully he checks this video out. And this is the thing I was telling you about, man. You want to run lots of lights on your vehicle and be able to work them off of just one switch on your remote. This is the way to go. Just need a small, very small LiPo battery to plug it, to power it from one end to power this device, and then plug this directly into your receiver, and you're good to go. So chances are you can just wire this up directly to your battery, and you should be good. So yeah, I have all this going on. I need to paint this rack thing, whatever it's called. I had to make that so that way any free moving accessories that I'm gonna have back here do not fly into the front cab of the truck. I am using a Bronco body, so I wanted to build a cool scale interior. I also need to paint this board here and probably move my receiver. I'm not quite sure yet. Just fixing this freaking exposure again. Not quite sure yet, but I do have my driver. I might switch her out for a much scaled driver. I do have a cool skateboarder that I could put in here, and I do want to put a passenger, and I definitely need to figure out that whole steering wheel situation. So yeah, there's a lot to do. It's just gonna get done little by little, so stay tuned tomorrow for another video. I'll be starting the build process today, and yeah, tomorrow the video will be uploaded. So stay tuned for an awesome build. The truck is gonna look better than what it did before on Instagram. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out, guys.